oh, I have everything in common with her. You don't want a mirror. You don't want a mirror. At the end of the day, you don't want a mirror. Y'all don't want to have everything in common. There's nothing y'all can learn from each other if y'all know exactly the same shit. Two introverts in a relationship, it's just gonna be a quiet relationship. And then two extroverts is like, y'all gonna be down there yelling at each other, trying to get our point across because all y'all wanna do is talk. Alright, y'all, welcome back to the channel. I don't know why I'm laughing, but welcome back to the channel. So, shout out somebody. I'm gonna put the comment up here, but somebody commented under one of my videos saying they're gonna definitely tap in with me. They appreciating the content. Appreciate that, because that ain't nothing but motivation to help me keep going, because there's be times I can slack, not gonna lie, especially like with life right now, busy balancing so much other things. When y'all give me the comments of motivation, that really helps me continue going. All right, so today's topic is going to be, I got my notes, y'all know I keep the notes. It's going to be opposites attract each other. So, a lot of you guys, right, believe if y'all meet a girl, y'all should have everything in common. And to me, I'm going to say that's a no-no. And I'm going to give an example too, but the reason why I say it's a no-no is you don't want to have everything in common with a female because there'll be nothing to teach each other. That's why opposites attract. Because, let's say for example, I like hip-hop and you like R&B, right? If we both like hip-hop, then it's like, okay, you like hip-hop, I like hip-hop, that's it. But if I like hip-hop, she like R&B, then I can show her, well, you should listen to hip-hop more because hip-hop is awesome and I think you'll like it if you listen to these songs or if you listen to these rappers, which gives me an opportunity to bond with her on a deeper level because now I'm teaching her about hip-hop. And then now she could be like, well, I'm gonna teach you more about R&B because I like R&B because of this or that or whatever, and R&B helps me get in the mood it is. R&B is so, you know, sexual and seductive. So now she's teaching me and giving me a better understanding on R&B. And you see, that's a good way of how opposites attract each other and make a stronger bond, because now we're teaching each other new things. I'm not saying, I'm just using an example. I'm not saying I do or do not listen to it, but just using me as an example. Like, let's say I don't listen to R&B. Now I could bond with her, listen to R&B and learning her way of things and understanding why she likes R&B, and she can learn and understand why I like hip-hop. But if we have everything in common, think about it. If you had everything in common with a female, bro, y'all wouldn't even be drawn to each other. You would think you would, but I don't think you really would be drawn to a female if y'all had everything in common. Because if y'all did, the relationship would get very boring.
He ain't lying.
What are y'all going to teach each other? What can y'all harp on? How can y'all bond with each other over anything when y'all already like the same thing? Okay, another example I got is like introverts and extroverts. Now think about those being opposites. Okay, two introverts in a relationship, it's just gonna be a quiet relationship, not talking, very boring. Y'all just gonna be sitting there staring at each other, having a staring contest. So, you know, if one of y'all is an introvert and one of y'all extrovert, you got somebody who can do the talking, and you got somebody gotta listen at it, and somebody gotta be the talker. You know, in any group, somebody gotta be a talker, somebody gotta be listening. So, in the introvert and extrovert, one of y'all is the talker that's outgoing and handle all the decisions, do all the talking, while the other one is quiet, maybe do like the business or the paperwork side of things, whatever. But two introverts is just gonna be a quiet, boring relationship, no talking, just staring and trying to guess each other's actions. And then two extroverts is like, y'all gonna be down there yelling at each other, trying to get our point across because all y'all wanna do is talk. And while you talking, somebody else gonna wanna talk, and that's gonna cause a conflict or anything like that. So, sorry about that. That's gonna cause a conflict or anything like that. You know, with both of y'all just trying to talk over each other and talk. Because when one person talking, the other person wants them to shut up. So both of y'all trying to talk, it's just not gonna work. So that's one example. Another example is I got a buddy, his name Rangers, right? And he's into gaming, okay? And his girl is not a gamer at all, don't really like games, never really played them. But somehow, some way, he got her into playing games. So now his girl is like waking up every day before him, playing the game with him, having him to hop on the game. She's always on the game now. And it's like, that's extra bonding time they got, because that was a part of her life that she was missing, and now he just filled that void for her, and now they playing the game together. And on the other hand, he has hair and don't know how to braid his own hair and always wanted to, but ever since he met his girl, now she's teaching him another side of things about how to braid his own hair, anything like that. So you see how like they're different and they're opposites. They don't really fit into the same things, but they're using those opposites to bond harder and stronger and learn more about each other. And that's just what it's always about. So that's why being opposites is actually better than trying to find a girl where, oh, I have everything in common with her. You don't want a mirror. You don't want a mirror. At the end of the day, you don't want a mirror. Y'all don't want to have everything in common. There's nothing y'all can learn from each other if y'all know exactly the same shit. You see what I'm getting at? But I don't want to say that, because everything got to have balance. So I don't want to say that to the point where like y'all start to think like, oh, everything just need to not be in common. So if I meet a girl and we have a few things in common, I'm not doing it. You know, hunchosneko said everything should be the opposite. And I'm not saying that either. It's cool. Yes, have some things in common. I'm not saying be completely opposite. I'm not saying have everything in common. But let it be a balance. Like, don't look for something where you just trying to find a girl where like, okay, if she don't like the same things I like, it's not gonna work out. When, yeah, it's really not gonna work out if y'all have everything alike. You wanna have at least half the things not in common and half things in common. I say that's a good balance. But I just don't want guys going out there making a fool of themselves because they feel like, oh, if I find a girl that like everything I like, we should match perfectly. And that's just, it's not practical, and it's just not the case. So I always been a fan of why opposites attract. It's like magnets. Y'all magnetic. When you can teach somebody, that's one thing women like too. Also, is being, they call it mind fuck. Okay, like learning something new that they never knew before, learning a new type of thing. That like kind of break their virginity in a whole new way because they experiencing something totally new to what they're normally used to. It's like taking a girl on a trip for the first time. This is her first time experiencing this, seeing a new side of life of things where she only been in the States all her life. So it really opens her up and make her want to learn more and bond with you even more, because y'all both could be doing something new by teaching each other, you know, different things at the same time. Y'all both could be doing something new and learning something new with each other at the same time. That's just gonna create an overwhelmingly caring, loving experience that she might not get with nobody else. So think twice before you try to think about having something in common with a girl. Like, you know, being opposite with a lot of things is actually a good thing, bro. It's actually a good thing. That's why I'm a firm believer. Like, I try to find girls, not try to find girls, but I typically push towards girls that we ain't really got everything in common. So, you know, she tell me about something, I be like, oh, well, you gotta show me more about that. Like, let's say she's a different race than me. Let's say she's Latina, and she's telling me about, you know, Mexican food or whatever the case may be. Like, okay, I'm not really into Mexican, but you can show me more of that. Show me their dishes, show me their cuisines. And if, you know, I'm American, I show her American dishes. I show her burgers and fries and these restaurants and stuff like that. You know, show her like why this food is good and why I like it. And, you know, we can get to bonding over different type of foods and ethnic backgrounds and different cultures. You know, learning more about each other and doing certain practices and, you know, cultural pass downs. So that right there, short video, but that's my take on like being opposite with everything. I don't think you should have everything in common with a girl. I really don't. I believe that, you know, a lot of things y'all should not have in common. That way it could be common for y'all to bond more and harder over things.